At 3:30 a.m. in the middle of February, the Beaverton police dispatched a detective to the scene of a home invasion. Detective Mark Curlin arrived in the freezing rain and was informed that the residence was cleared for his investigation. One of the residents was standing outside, talking to the officers. Before entering the house, Detective Curlin spoke to her. She was holding a blood-soaked cloth to her nose and explained that 3 masked men had banged on her door, claiming to be the police. She and her other 2 housemates barricaded the door with a washing machine. The masked men then broke a window and entered the house, causing the residents to flee to the bedroom. They barricaded the bedroom door with a treadmill and called the police. The masked men nonetheless forced their way inside the bedroom. One man took the phone from the woman's hand and spoke into it. "Sorry, my girlfriend is drunk," the man said. He then hung up the phone. The men pointed guns at the residents, demanding money and drugs. The residents told the man that they didn't have money or drugs in the house, but the man rejected their claim. One of the masked men walked toward one of the male residents, who was the woman's husband, pulled out a pair of pliers and said that he'd tear off this man's ear if they didn't give him what they were demanding. The man who had just been threatened said that they had the wrong people, the wrong house. The masked man responded by striking this man in the face with his gun. Eventually, everyone in the house could hear police sirens, prompting the masked men to flee. After hearing this story, the detective entered the house. As he made his way through the house, he discovered a knife in the living room, bloody sheets on the bed in the master bedroom, and signs of blood in the adjacent bathroom's bathtub. In a separate bathroom was a broken window, and just outside that window was a handgun lying in the dirt, surrounded by broken glass. Detective Curlin found cell phones and ski masks in the yard. Clearly, the perpetrators had left incriminating evidence behind. The detective called in a canine unit who began tracking the men based on the scents from the discarded ski masks. The canine unit successfully tracked 2 of the men who had broken into another home to hide. The 3rd man got away, and so Detective Curlin began the monumental task of finding that last man. A follow-up investigation identified this man as Agustin Godinez Lopez, yet the man was a ghost. For 4 years, Detective Curlin failed to locate Agustin, and then one day he received a phone call from the Border Patrol. Agustin had been given to the Border Patrol by the Mexican government. Apparently, Agustin had escaped to Mexico after the botched robbery and was living there with his wife. It wasn't until his wife contacted the police to claim about Agustin beating her that the Mexican authorities learned about Agustin's outstanding warrant in the US. And thus, a domestic assault accusation in Mexico became a home invasion charge in the US. Detective Curlin flew straight to Yuma, Arizona to interview Agustin with regard to the home invasion he investigated 4 years ago. This is that interview.
Go there and have a sit on the wooden bench, man, and I'll grab you that bottle of water.
I got it right here.
And he's ahead of me.
All right, go ahead and have a seat. Can you reach it?
Yeah.
There, is that right? Okay.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah.
All set? All right. Hey, Augustine, my name's Mark Curlin. I'm a detective from Beaverton, Oregon.
Okay.
You understand English okay, I understand?
Yeah.
Is that right? Where did you go to school?
Lowell High School.
Lowell High School?
Yeah.
Okay. Just before we get started, you're obviously in custody here, so I'm going to read your rights.
Yeah.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand those rights?
Yeah.
You said you went to Aloha High School?
Yeah.
In Beaverton? What years did you go there?
In Beaverton?
Yeah.
I never went to school in Beaverton. Just in Aloha.
Okay. I guess I think about Aloha as being part of Beaverton. So Aloha High School, what years did you go?
I was like to 9th grade to to 10th grade. Yeah.
Just 2 years?
Yeah.
9th to
2
10th?
years. Yeah. 'Cause
Did
I
you-
had to go to Mexico and have
Oh,
to
okay. All right. So did you ever finish high school?
No, I didn't.
All right. Where did you go before 9th grade? Before
In-
high school?
In Los Angeles. Actually, it was in Ontario. And in
Ontario,
Upland.
Oregon?
No, Ontario. Over here by Upland.
Oh, okay.
It's like right by LA.
I actually don't know where that is, but
By
all right, I'll
Riverside.
take your word for it.
Yeah.
All right. So what have you been told about why you're here?
Because we committed our crime in Beaverton.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So did you talk to the officer down there in Mexico about that?
Actually,
bit.
my wife did, and I did too.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that?
Oh, if you guys want.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really. There's some bits of this that are missing, and I know there's more to the story about the victims and what they're involved in. My understanding is that they're not the nicest people in the world.
No,
Is that correct?
Yeah.
And I also understand that you're a little bit worried for your life and maybe your family
Yeah.
because of them. So if you don't mind me asking, could you try to tell me what you know about that family? What led up to what happened in Beaverton that night with Adon and Christian?
Okay. But it's a lot, man. That family, the Torres Silvas, they're drug dealers, man.
Right.
So they always keep in their house a lot of money, a lot of money with drugs.
Okay.
And then I didn't really know about that. Just I want to talk to the truth, because I want to do my best. I just want to do my time and get out of here, because I got my family outside.
Right.
So I just want to talk the truth to the truth.
Well, you
Say
know
the
what? The truth makes people look at you a lot differently. It
Yeah.
does make a difference, and I appreciate
So
that.
I don't care if my brother's involved, my older brother, my only brother, but I don't care, man. I want to do my time.
Right.
And then I was down in Mexico, and then they told me they were like, I came over here to work, to Oregon State, like, with my older brother, you know,
With the Don?
with Adon. I had no problems with the law, nothing. And actually, my brother, there was this guy named Rigo Valdominos.
Big guy, right?
Yeah, he's like the main head, man, like the guy that put the job, because he knew my brother had a gun and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then he told us, hey, you know what, man, your brother just came in here. He doesn't have money. He needs to bring his wife over here. He doesn't have a job. So what's up, man? Let's do this. I know this guy over here, this and that. And just go in there and jack him. He got some money. He got some drugs.
Right.
And let's jack him with the drugs. I'll sell the drugs and you keep the money.
Okay.
It's Rigo know how much drugs and money there was in the house. But then people got all the drugs out because they had like 2 hours to get all that stuff out.
Now, how would they know that? How would they know that this was going to be coming down and they had 2 hours?
Cause when we were there, I didn't really like went in. I didn't broke the house.
Right.
Cause my brother did that.
Right.
He went around the house and he broke the window and then he opened the door.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, I did went inside.
Right.
There was these two ladies and a guy.
Yeah.
And I just told the guy, hey, just sit down in the bed. And then some lady was talking in the phone already.
Mm-hmm.
And my brother just took the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I'm sorry, this lady is drunk
Right.
or drugged out, something like that.
Yeah.
And she's crazy, man. Sorry, bye. And he kept the phone. Then Christians should like, sit down, man, sit down. Hey, where the drugs at? Where's the money? And the lady was doing this with her eyes. It's in the bathroom. But right when that happened, I don't know, I just feel like going outside and I just seen a whole bunch of cars, like sheriff's cars.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cops outside.
Yeah.
And what I did, man, I told my brother, man, I got scared, man. I never had been through a lot of that kind of stuff. So I got scared and I just ran. I was like, I just went away, man. I got scared.
Yeah, totally
And
understand.
all that night, the cops were around there, but like right around around 6 in the morning, the cops left. So they had chance to get all that stuff out. They had chance like 2 hours, because I was there around there.
So after the cops left, they got all the drugs and money out, you think?
Yeah.
And you guys just weren't able to find it in that short time that you had there?
We could have grabbed him, but like right when we went in there, the cops were like right there.
Yeah, she was actually calling 911 when Don and Christian were trying to go through the door.
Yeah.
So it kind of had a jump on things. So she was motioning like toward the bathroom with her eyes?
She did this with her eyes. She went like this. She's like, they're in there like that shit. And the bathroom was like right here. Because sometimes a lot of people use like I don't know, mayonnaise trays or whatever, so they could put all that bourbon inside. So it won't be in packages. Okay. So or in like some other Clorox bottles or whatever. Right. Sometimes a big, huge maleta.
Right.
With the drugs and stuff inside.
Did you ever see anything while you were in there? Or you didn't have time? I
didn't have time, sir.
Okay.
I just went inside when my brother opened the door, because he was screaming, Johnny, something like that. I told my brother, I was like, no, let's go, man, let's go. Let's go, man, there's a lot of cops, I don't want to do this, man, let's go. And my brother knows, my older brother knows. Mm-hmm. And then, like, I don't know, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But I was like, man, come on, I'm gonna let my brother.
Right.
So I had no choice, man. I just went with him too.
So was it a Don or Christian that hit the guy in the nose with the gun?
I didn't really know about that.
Okay.
I don't know who hit him, because
okay.
He opened the door, and then I just went inside. My brother pushed the door because that other guy, I can't remember his name, that bald guy, he was trying to close the door. He was inside there with the two ladies, and then he opened the door, my brother. But
okay.
right when I was like, where are the drugs? I told the lady, I asked her, where are the drugs at?
Right.
And then she's like, that, but I don't know, I just went like, I'm going outside, man.
Right. Had you seen the cops at that point, up to that point? Did you know they're coming, or you went outside and you saw them?
I knew they were coming, man, because I don't know what was wrong with my brother. I think he was too drugged out or something.
Was he high that night?
Yeah, he was. I was too.
How about Christian? Was he high? He didn't seem very high to me.
I don't know.
Some time went by.
I don't know about him, but I know my brother was, and I know I was. Methamphetamine.
Okay.
And beer. And
did you personally know this Torres family before this, or just from what Rigo told you?
I didn't know him, but it was and for us it's called a cuatro that Rigo Valdovinos did to us, because my dad down in Mexico, like some guy, I think it's all connected, man, and down in Mexico, my dad did some job to some guy, some big, huge guy down in Mexico, and his name's Chayo Moreno, the fundador de la familia michoacana. And then that guy, my uncle and my dad, just like grabbed this guy like more than $200,000 with like 30 keys of cocaine. And then that guy wanted to kill my dad. So that guy down in Mexico, he was like the main head of all Michoacan, and plus over here too. A lot of drugs are moving for that guy over here. And then this guy was giving out like more than, he's rich, man, he's hella rich. He was giving out more than the money they took from my dad's head and my uncle's head. So this guy knew about that.
Rigo did?
Yeah, Rigo did, and I know a lot of stuff was going on like that, man. Like that time, because Isidro Valdovinos is Rigo's brother. He was in jail too. And
what's his name again?
Isidro
Valdovinos?
Yeah, that's Rigo's brother.
Okay.
And he went to jail, and I think Rigo was mad because he thought that we like induced like Isidro so they could catch him. And then my brother was like using his, like Isidro Valdovinos, his clientes, like to sell drugs to them. My brother, he was using him, I think. I didn't really know about that, man, because I had one day, man, one day that I was in Mexico, and I just came, and then I got here at 7 o'clock in the morning, like around 7 or 8, and then that happened like right at night. So I don't really know.
Same day you got here.
Yeah, I didn't really know what was going on with them.
Was it Rigo that seemed to be putting this whole thing together?
Rigo did this whole thing. Rigo and some other guy, I can't remember his name. Daniel something. Danny something. It was some fat guy. I don't.
Rigo and Danny put this together?
Yeah, some guy named Danny. Because it was actually my nephew's party that day. And then Kayla's birthday. And then that's Rigo right there.
I don't think you saw it. Do you recognize that person?
No.
If you don't, you don't. Do you recognize that person?
No. That was my brother. No, I don't know her. No. That's Christian. I don't know who's that. I think this was the guy that was holding on to one of these two guys. I think they were the one that were trying to close the door, because there was a ball guy.
Okay.
I know there was a ball guy. And
Okay.
and a lot of stuff happened. I didn't know they were my. You know, them guys were my family, man. That guy's brother, the one that was closing the door, his brother is married with my cousin.
What's his brother's name?
Beto Rubio.
Beto Rubio.
Beto Torres Silva. Beto Torres, it's that guy's brother, but I don't know. I know Beto a lot.
Okay.
Cause I was in Mexico. I know Beto, but I'm 23. My older brother probably knew everybody, but this guy's. It was my family. I didn't know how could I do something to my own family. It was Rigo's all.
So why would your dad do this? I'm not your dad. Why would your brother do this just because Rigo wanted him to? Did Rigo have some kind of control over him, or was it Don just kind of greedy?
I think my brother was using a lot of drugs already, and then plus I just came to the U.S. and I didn't have no money too. I didn't have no nothing, and then he was actually talking to my brother, telling my brother, hey, let's go, and then my brother's like, hey, this and that, we're gonna do this and that, but he never told me we were gonna go to this people's house.
Right. Did he tell you before you came to Oregon that they're planning this? Or
no, he didn't.
So that night, first time you knew about it?
Yeah.
Had he invited you up to Oregon?
No, my brother didn't.
I did.
I did myself.
You just decided to come up?
Yeah, I just decided to come over here. I told my wife down in Mexico, and I told my dad, I'm like, I want to go with my brother. I want to work over there and try to get some money.
And this happens first.
And this happens, man. My dad, damn, man, he got. And then Rigo, when all this happened, he's like, man, don't say nothing, man. It was these people who tried to jack. Don't say nothing, because there's going to be a big-ass killing down in Mexico. And then I was like, well, I'm going to say nothing, man. It was you. You were the one who put us inside, man. Take me out of here, man. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
You were the one who did this.
What was the exact plan that came together that night that Rigo was putting together? What was the plan? Who was supposed to do what? What was Rigo's role?
Rigo's role was this. It was Rigo. It was that fat guy, Danny something. I can't remember his name. I bet my brother knows.
Okay.
And me, my brother, and Christian. We were 5. And then that night, I was actually just drinking beer, and I seen my brother talking to all these bigger guys, older guys, and I was like, I don't know, I'm just a little brother, you know, I'm trying to be big too. Hey man, what happens? What are you gonna do? And then my brother's like, hey man, my brother was just drinking the beer, and Rigo was like right there, like a little kid. Hey, you wanna go? Let's go. It's about time. Look, apenas está bien. It's time to go. They got this, they got this, they got that. I'm gonna wait for you outside. Let's do this.
So Rigo's asking you guys to do it, and he's gonna wait outside?
Yeah, that's what he was telling.
Do you know what he was waiting in?
He was an white expedition.
Okay.
At what expedition he had, at what expedition. And he was like not like right in front of the apartment. But when the cops came, he just went like this, and then he just turned on the truck and he bounced.
Did you see him do that, or did he tell you about it after?
Supposedly he said if something went down with the cops, if the cops came, he was gonna call. But supposedly my brother turned off the radio. That's what he said. My brother didn't turn it off. It was a 4, man, like a cuatro, because they were paying a lot of money for my dad's head over there, and they knew if they got me and my brother,
Rigo sets you
my
up.
dad was gonna be alone over there, and my dad was like 53 already, and then it was gonna be easier for all them guys to get my dad, and they did got my dad. My dad.
After this happened?
Yeah. I was down with my dad, and then like a car with like 15 guys with AKs. They just went up to my dad and, hey, let's go. We're the law. Let's go. We're taking this guy because we know he's carrying weapons, and lo manetaron. They put some of these in his hands and they took him. They took him with their truck, with his own truck.
Tell me again, why does Rigo want that to happen? Why would he want that?
Probably to get the money and get like to know the other guy, because he gets a lot of power down in Mexico. Nobody, man, they're the law over there.
The Torres family?
No, not the tourists. The
guys that went after your dad. Okay.
The guys that went after my dad, and they knew a lot of. I think that was why he did this. And then the Torres
So
Silva.
Rigo wanted your family, Adon anyway, to go do this robbery. And Rigo, you think Rigo knew there really wasn't anything there, or maybe there was something there, but Rigo wanted this guy, the Torres guy, to be really pissed off at your family so that the things that happened to your dad would happen. Is that what I'm understanding here?
Yeah, to get them against us too.
He was trying to stir things up to piss the Torreses off against.
Yeah, because the Torres, there's a lot of guys, brothers down in Mexico, and they're involved with them people. They're like, some of them, they're like the main heads of picking up people and killing them down in Mexico. Man, the Torres are nothing nice, man. And then I'm trying to say the truth, man, so I'll just do I don't want to lie to the U.S., you know? I just want to do my time and get out of here as soon as possible. I got my 3 kids in Mexico. I left them over there. My wife. I just want to do. If I knew this thing was gonna happen, man, I would never done it.
Right.
I would never done it, man. Like right now, my dad is gone. My brother's like doing 22 in jail, so something like that. You know.
I thought it was less than that, but I might be wrong.
And then there's a lot of stuff going on, man. So. Muchas cosas, a lot of stuff that happened, man.
So this, how much did you personally know about the Torres family? Not from Rigo telling you, but how much did you know all by yourself before this happened? Did you know anything? Okay.
I didn't know nothing.
So your knowledge about all this came from Rigo, and then the things that have happened since this happened in Mexico.
Well, right now, I get it. I'm trying to make a puzzle.
Right.
Right now that my dad's gone. Because my dad was alive still when that happened. So, but they were paying a lot of money for my dad. And then, right now, I'm trying to make a puzzle, and that all it gets connected because Rigo's over there with them people. Good and doing a lot of stuff. Well, I don't know.
Is he down in Mexico?
Yeah, he's in
Michoacan?
He's in Michoacan right now. I know where is he.
Now, do you know where exactly in Michoacan?
Yes, I do. I could take you guys all the way down there, man.
I'm pretty sure we're not going all the way down there. But I'll write it down. Where in Michoacan?
It's called Las Cruces, Michoacan.
Las Cruces.
Mm-hmm. It's a little ranchito.
What's a ranchito?
Like a little.
Like a farm.
Yeah, like some kind of farm, like a. And he's always in Las Cruces or in Uruapan, Michoacan. He has a house right there, like.
How do you spell that?
Uruapan is URUP. It's Rupan. Yeah, that's what we walked on.
He has a house.
Yeah, he got a house like 5 blocks away from where my wife's mom lives, down in Mexico.
What's your
It's
wife's
not even
mom's
his
name?
house. Cristina.
What's her last name?
Mejia
Does she have another last name?
Cruz.
Do you know the name of the street?
The name of the street where my wife's mom
Yeah.
is? Yeah, J. Mujica. Colonia J. Mujica.
Coronia? Coronia?
J.
J-O-T-A?
J. Mujica.
Mojica.
Mm-hmm.
M-O-J-I-C-A? I'm guessing.
Yeah, Mujica. Calle Felipe Ángel.
And Rigo lives like 5 houses down on that same
5
street.
blocks.
5 blocks down,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, you said that. Same street though?
Yeah, no, it's actually Felipe Ángel is where my mom's wife lives, and that guy lives like 4 or 5 down more.
You know them?
He goes there with some uncle he has there, man. Yeah,
How do you know all this?
cause I used to chill a lot with his brother Raymond. He's like my age,
Okay.
and Raymond used to tell me everything. Ramon Baldovinos. He used to be like, hey man, look at this. But I never seen Rigo when I wasn't down in Mexico, because my dad got mad because what he did. My dad, he's like, what the hell are you trying to talk to that guy now? Look, he got you guys in trouble. My other son is in jail because of him. But that's why I couldn't ever talk to that guy. Plus, he was hanging out with a lot of people that didn't like my dad.
Raymond is that what his real name is? Raymond?
Ramon is like Rigo Baldovino's, el más chico,
Younger brother.
younger brother.
Okay.
There's 3 guys. It's Isidro, the oldest one, Rigo, and Ramon.
And Isidro was in the Washington County Jail?
Yeah,
Okay.
he was in there for some call that he made to some lady that was selling drugs. She owed Isidro Baldovino some money, and then Isidro kept on calling her, I'm gonna kill you if you don't pay me my money. And then she was on custody already, and who was answering the phone was the cops. So, le cayeron right away to his house, and he went to jail. That's why Rigo, I think, probably too, he was like some kind of looking at us like if we had something to do with that.
So, one thing I'm curious about first, what were the orange vests for?
I don't know. My brother had it on. I didn't.
Okay. He didn't tell you why?
No.
Okay. Maybe he's just trying to convince other people he's going to work or something.
Probably.
Um,
Or
So-
probably convince the cops if they stop us. we just came in from work or something.
right. That's what I was thinking. So after this happened, and you talked to Rigo, what did Rigo say about it?
He was afraid, man. He was
afraid?
He was too scared, man.
Afraid of the police?
Afraid of the
Afraid of the
people
tourists.
down over there. Yeah.
She's afraid of the Torreses.
And then
In
afraid-
Beaverton or afraid of the Torreses in Michoacan?
and Michoacan.
Both.
Not these guys. The other
Not
ones.
those guys, the ones...
Yeah. These guys are brothers.
Okay.
And then I told him, man, where's my brother? He's like, damn, they got him. I told him I was gonna, don't say nothing because there's gonna be a big killing over there. I'm like, come on, man. You know about this? Who were these people? And then that's when he tells me that guy was my cousin's brother's, how do you say?
Cousins, brothers...
This guy that supposedly we robbed, his brother's my cousin's wife, husband. And I didn't know that. So that's when because they knew that. Rigo did know that. It was my own family.
You told me that before. So what's your relationship again? He's your wife's brother's cousin?
No.
Your wife's cousin's brother.
The Torre Silva,
Yeah.
the one, the bald guy that was there,
Yes.
I think his name's Lupillo. Because I tried to investigate that with Beto down in Mexico. I was like, who was that guy that we tried to supposedly did that over there? And he's like, man, that's my brother. His name's Lupillo, something like that. And then Lupillo's brother, is married with my cousin. with my cousin. With my
What's your
dad's
cousin's
sister's daughter.
name? What's her name?
Eugenia.
Eugenia?
Yeah. Yeah, Eugenia Godínez. Godínez Valdovinos. That's my cousin's name.
Okay. So I assume Rigo was really afraid because he was expecting, you were all expecting to do this. They wouldn't know who it is because you're wearing the masks, you're wearing the disguise, but Adon and Christian got caught, so now Rigo knows, now these guys know who we are. He knows that I'm probably involved.
Yeah.
Adon's family's obviously involved, so that's why he's scared.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then that's why he was scared right there. I was like, man, get me out of here. Get me out of here, because I was, right when that happened, man, I went to Arby's. You know that Beaverton right here and Aloha, right by
Yes.
Aloha High School. There's like some kind of Walmart, no, some Albertsons, something like that.
Yeah, there's an Albertsons there.
Yeah, and then like right in front of the Albertsons, Arby's right there. I was right in the Arby's, and I called Rigo and I'm like, hey man, pick me up. Do something, man. I can't even go to my house because the cops are over there already.
Mm-hmm.
Do something, man. I want to get the hell out of here. And then he was afraid that I'm not taking you nowhere, man.
Where did you stay after that? Where'd
Right
you
at
go?
Arby's.
I mean, after that, you didn't live at Arby's. Where'd you go after that?
Rigo came and picked me up, and then he took me to the bus station,
Okay.
and then I went to Modesto.
Same day.
Yeah, same day. And then I went to Modesto, not same day, like 2 days ago.
Okay.
And then I went to Modesto with my sister Lilia. And right after that, I went to Sacramento with my cousin Miguel Angel. Right after that, I went to LA with my tío Cirilo. And then my tío Cirilo, he told me, he was like, he gave me money so I could go all the way to Michoacan.
You know where Rigo stayed right after this? Did you keep in contact
I
with
lost
him?
contact with Rigo because I was mad. I was mad at him because what happened. I lost whole contact with Rigo. I just know where he lives right now, where he's staying over there.
Yeah, sounds like you do. What does his house look like? The one that's down the street, 5 blocks away.
It's like some kind of. It's like some kind of. It has like some barandales. How do you call them barandales? The ones that are sticking out like that, like some picos.
The fence.
Like some kind of fence.
A
Yeah,
picket fence?
it's black, and it's white from the inside. It has a door right in front.
You say white on the inside?
Yeah, white and black, but the fence is black and the house is white.
Okay.
And I know my brother said a whole different story because I
Yeah.
wrote that.
You told a crazy story.
It's a whole different story going on with Christian and my brother right now, John in Oregon, but this is the truth. I'm saying all the truth, man. I don't want to get more in trouble. I just want to do my time.
You know what? I believe you. And Christian told most of the truth too. And he told me that you really didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
And, he made it sound like he wasn't as involved as he was, of course, but he did say you didn't really want to do it. And there was kind of a Don that was pushing, and he said the Rigo was the lookout, just like you're saying.
Yeah.
I do believe you.
Yeah, so it's the whole truth. He was in a white expedition with that guy, Danny. And then
Now, Danny, do you know anything about Danny? Like his girlfriend's name, where he was living?
no, I don't know that guy. It was like, he was from Las Cruces, Michoacán también. I knew that because my brother's like, I was like, hey, who's this guy? He's like, it's some guy from Michoacán, from Las Cruces. But I know my brother knows him. They know, but I don't really know that guy. I'm like the youngest brother, I'm like,
Yeah.
I barely
Did he
know
seem
him.
to be friends with Christian?
Not really.
Okay.
Not with Christian.
What did Danny look like? You said he's a
Some kind of fat guy.
fat guy.
A little bit fat. Little hair right here. But he was kind of like a little bit taller than him, but fatter.
Okay. Compared to
Pretty fat.
Rigo, how tall was he?
Like around Rigo's. Rigo's
Okay.
like my size, man. Like my size, but like a little bit more. A little bit more. Like around this more. Yeah.
Okay.
It was not that white, kind of brown. But I know his name is Daniel. That's his name.
Danielle.
Yeah.
They called him Danielle?
Yeah. My brother's like, hey, Daniel, and this, and Rigo was like, hey, Daniel, because that guy was together with Rigo. They went to our house, to my brother's house, together.
And Danielle and Rigo were in the White Expedition watching. Did Danielle seem to be a big part of the plan? Or a small part?
Well, I don't really know, because I think Rigo knew like the most of it.
Okay. Was this a meeting at your brother's house when they talked about it?
Yeah.
It was at that house, not 2 houses down, but your
No,
brother's house.
I was in my brother's house.
Or apartment. I
They
should say.
went to my brother's house because it was my Kayla's nephew's birthday. Something like that. I can't remember, man. And then I just had one day, man, right there in Oregon State. So I went upstairs in the apartment and I was talking to my wife. I was like, oh yes, I'm over here already. It's Kayla's birthday. And then my brother just came inside like, let's go. Let's go.
So which one of these two guys, Adon and Christian, was it Adon or was it Christian, do you know, that threatens to cut this guy's ears off with the pliers?
No, that's not true. I don't think so. I don't know about that.
Okay. So you didn't hear or see that part?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I
And you
think
didn't
that's
see
actually
which
just-
one of them, yeah, they said they were going to do it. They didn't do it.
Okay.
And you didn't see which one of these guys hit him in the nose with the gun? Or is it here?
Actually, I just went inside and then I didn't really. Just when I told the lady, my brother took the phone,
Yeah.
and then the lady was like, hey, this lady's crazy and this and that, and then my brother just hung up.
Okay.
Yeah, and so.
Did that guy, the bald guy, did he already have a bloody nose at that time?
I don't know. No, he didn't.
Okay, he did not yet. All right. So you just poked your head in a little bit to see your
I
brother
went
on the
inside.
phone.
I went inside and told that bald guy, I told him, hey, sit down.
Right.
And then Christian was right on the side. My brother took the lady's phone, and then something went to me out in my mind, let's go outside. And then I just went outside, and there was a whole bunch of cops already.
What did you do with the clothes that you had on? The mask and the gloves?
I stayed with my clothes on.
What about the mask? You didn't leave that on.
Yeah, actually, I took it off,
Uh-huh.
and then actually I got into when they were looking for me. I got into the truck that we got there in.
The Bronco?
That I don't
The
know.
red
what it was.
Bronco?
Yeah, it was red. I
Christian's
remember.
car, right?
Yeah.
Was Christian driving?
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
He was the one that was driving. My
So
brother.
you got into it? Would you hide there for a while? Or
I hid there for a while.
Okay. Did you take your gloves off in that car?
I took my gloves, I think, because I did have gloves.
White gloves?
No, I don't remember, man.
Okay.
If I had gloves or if I didn't.
Okay.
I think I did. I think I took them off in the truck.
Okay. How about the mask? What'd you do with that?
I didn't have a mask. It was just a beanie.
Just a beanie?
Yeah.
Okay.
My face was like this. I never had a mask. I just
You
had a
never
beanie.
covered your
I never
face?
covered my face.
Okay. Is that because you figured they wouldn't know you? You just came up here from Michoacan?
Yeah.
Because I know you had obviously been in Oregon before. You went to school there.
Yeah.
I think you had a DUI or something.
Yeah, I had a DUI for driving drunk right there in Oregon. Actually, I got caught in Beaverton, I think.
Right. How long were you gone before you came back?
I was gone for like... I don't know, for like 4 months, 5 months, maybe half a year.
Not too terribly long.
Yeah.
I mean, at that time in your life, that's quite a while.
Yeah, but right when I got there, I just had one day. I didn't know about all this thing that was gonna happen.
Whose guns were they? Were they Adon's guns, Christian's guns, Rigo's guns?
Rigo's guns.
The Rigo gave the guns to Christian and Don,
Yeah.
but you didn't have a gun?
No, I had one.
Okay.
I had one.
What happened to yours?
I left it right there.
Where?
Right
Where
there
is
in
that?
the, you know where Christian's trucks was?
Yeah.
I left there.
Like in the bushes or
Like
something?
right in the bushes.
Okay. Yeah, you're extremely
have-
honest.
Huh?
You're extremely honest.
Yeah, I'm trying to say the truth, sir, because I don't want to get no more in trouble. I just want to do my time. I'm very sad because my kids are in there. My dad, a lot of stuff has been happening. You know, I just want to get out of here. I've been living down in Mexico, man, with a lot of pobreza over there.
Poverty.
And with seeing my kids, all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just want to say true, man. I want to get over with this.
Yeah.
Well, I did have a gun. I left it like right on the side of the Bronco. I did.
You didn't hit anybody with it? You didn't threaten anybody with it? Or did you?
I told the guy, the bald guy, hey, you know what, man? Sit down. Right when I told him to sit down, I hit him right here.
Okay.
I hit him right there. I wasn't with the gun.
Okay.
I hit him with the hand.
Okay.
It was my hand, the one that hit him. I went like that. Hey, sit down, man. Because that guy was trying to shank my brother. Because my brother went like this. But the lady was like right here with the phone. And then my brother went to try to take the phone. And then this guy was like right on the side. And he tried to grab my brother. I was like, hey, man, sit down. And I punched him with my hand. Sit down.
You said he tried to shank him? Did he have a knife?
I think he did have a knife.
Did you see it?
I didn't really remember, sir.
Okay.
But he had something in his hand. He had something. He wanted to get my brother with something.
What kind of motion did he make to make you think he had a knife?
He went like that, like
That,
to get,
like, yeah,
like
yeah,
to get my brother. And I seen something in his hand, so I just
So you
punched
did it
him.
to save your brother.
I punched him, and he sat down. And then I don't know, Christian grabbed him, and right after that, man, I went outside, and I got at it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what happened. That's everything.
I believe you. I do. Did you go back at all to the apartment after this happened and
No, I
talk
didn't.
to a guy named Danny or Daniel or a girl named Nancy?
Oh, actually, that Nancy, it's some white girl that she lived like right where Don, my brother, lived,
Uh-huh.
like right next door.
Uh-huh.
And then that girl, I think Christian used to live there.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that Christian. Yeah, he did. Christian lived there. And then I didn't know that girl. Only that day, because we were getting drunk, and then my brother's like, "Hey, look at that girl, man. You know, you try to hit on her, you know, because she used to smoke meth." And then I knew her and me and her together, we were smoking. And then that's how I knew her, man. And right when that happened, I got there in my house. My brother was in custody already, and then I moved my stuff to her house.
What stuff did you move?
Just my shoes
Okay.
and some
Okay.
clothes, because I was gonna go to Mexico.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you have a brick of cocaine that you got anywhere? Did you show anybody any drugs that you picked up somewhere?
Nope.
Not at Don's house or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you know who Nancy's boyfriend is?
No, I don't know that guy.
Okay.
I just know Nancy.
Okay.
That girl.
All right. Well, obviously you know that you got to do some time. You know that.
Yeah.
And it does make a difference that I think you're honest right away. And it makes a difference. And I know the prosecutor that's working this case. I mean, obviously we worked on it together. And he obviously will know that you were very honest. And I can't make any promises. I can't tell you what he's going to do, but he'll take it into consideration for sure.
Yeah, man. I hope they will, man. My dad got kidnapped over there, and then he's dead already, man. So I got my mom over there. The only thing I got over there is my 3 kids, my wife, and my mom. And
It sounds like this Rigo guy needs to get caught.
Yeah, he
That's what it
does.
sounds like.
He does, but it's gonna be hard for him to come all the way over here, man.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna be hard.
Yeah. All right. Can you think of anything else?
No.
All right. Anything else you'd like me to know?
Well, that's it.
All
That's
right.
it, sir.
Anything you want
do you
to say?
think do you think I'll be able to see my brother down there?
Well, he's not going to be in Washington County Jail, but you guys may end up in the same prison.
Okay.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like against the policy, if they don't want to put family together in the same prison. I don't know. Is that something you would want to have happen?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
It's
I'll
been a
talk to
long
the
time
DA.
that I haven't seen my brother. And then I feel like so bad because I'm my dad and everything. I feel like I'm by myself, man. You know?
Right. So maybe the silver lining of this would be you could be with your brother again.
Yeah.
All right. I will definitely, I will mention that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Supposedly they were saying that I was gonna get 10 years.
Well, I'll tell you, Christian got that, but Christian kind of told the truth, but it took a long time. I talked to him for 4 hours before he told some of the truth. And then he was going to testify against your dad, and he lied in court. So he got probably more time than he would have gotten if he would have just, like you did. And I don't know, you may get 10 years, and you may get less. You may get less.
Thanks, man.
Well, I can't promise you that, of course, but it's not too often that somebody is
Like-
man enough and courageous enough to just step up and say, this is what I did.
Yeah.
And that means a lot. Anything else?
That's it, sir.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to step out for a second, be right back.
No.
Have your water. All right. I guess she's going to be taking you back.
Oh, okay.
Actually, thank you for being a stand-up guy, seriously. And I'm going to put in a good word for you.
Thank you, sir.
You bet.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Augustine, go ahead and leave your water there, man.
Can I drink it?
Chug up. Sure, it's better than the water in that fountain over there, man.
Yeah, it is.
All right. And all those things are unhelpful, so you don't have to speed walk if you don't want to, okay?
Augustin Godinez Lopez was sentenced to 10 years.